Welcome back, sports fans, to another everydaysportsfans.com video. For the second time in one night, we're bringing you a video reaction, top 25, top 10 upset for that fact. Friday the 13th is real, everyone. I don't know how else to describe it. We have Clemson losing, number 2 Clemson losing to the Syracuse Orange in the Carrier Dome, and we are watching the tail end of Washington State, number 8 in the country, first time since 2001, losing to the Cal Bears, who, since the FCS split, according to ESPN, have the second worst winning percentage against top 10 teams behind Vanderbilt, or I guess ahead of Vanderbilt. This game, if you watch my previous video, me pointing up is to look at the card for the previous video about the Clemson loss, is way worse and totally different. Not even remotely the same. Clemson, a team who's been to back-to-back national championships and won one last year, losing to Clemson on the road on a Friday night in a weird scenario, or in a weird venue, to a team that's known for having some upsets, isn't totally the end of Clemson's run. However, Washington State, with 7 turnovers so far, there's still some time left, 3 minutes, losing to Cal, who did start the season off very good, so let's not downgrade Cal, but I mean, they got steamrolled by Washington last week, didn't play very well against USC, so in the last couple weeks they've gone down, and you know what, it's not only the end of Washington State's playoff hopes, they can still make a Rose Bowl, and a couple other bowls, etc., holiday, whatever the Pac-12 wants to throw them in, to boost their ratings, but it is the end of Luke Falks' Heisman candidacy, which should have been over a while ago. For those of you who did not watch the Boise State-Washington State game, one of these Pac-12 after dark, I get it if you didn't see it games, as I previously mentioned in another shameless plug, the ESPN versus Chris Peterson video. It's just, I mean, he got benched in that game. Yes, he was hurt, but he also got benched because he didn't listen. Mike Leach was literally, you could read his lips saying, "You're not listening." And the same thing had to happen in this game. He has 6 interceptions. And I mean, Cal's defense isn't bad, but it's not fantastic. This game is the definition of couging it to a whole different level. Usually couging it is when you're supposed to win, you get upset by a weird, funky, weird play where only it could happen to you. They are losing by 34 points to a team they were favored, correct me if I'm wrong, by 10.5 going into this. I could be totally wrong on that. They were favored because I know I was looking at the spread and debating putting some money on it, but I did not like it down in Cal with the smoke under the lights on Friday, but I never in my wildest dreams did I have a 34-point upset brewing. And for some of you that know me a little bit more personally than the YouTube channel, you know my lineage, as you were, are Cougs and Vandals. So the Palouse is home to me. So this one rings a little bit more personal. Obviously, the other difference is between this and Clemson is Washington State was never a complete team. They were never going to make the college football playoffs. I mean, yeah, some flukiness could have been on, but they would have been like Hawaii in the Sugar Bowl and Northern Illinois in the Orange Bowl a couple years ago. They got steamrolled by a better team. They're by no means a complete team. Luke Falk has proven he's not a complete quarterback. He's a great quarterback. He will play in the NFL. He will not carry an NFL franchise. I don't know how many times people say it, or these ESPN experts, Fox Sports experts, keep preaching that he's a top draft candidate. He's a top draft candidate, much like Kellen Moore is a top draft candidate. He understands offenses, so he'll be a great, and defenses. He'll be a great backup. He can hold a clipboard so well, but his durability through his 4 years of playing at Washington State has been abysmal. His productivity on the field has been very good, but there have been a lot of people that put out very good, if not better, numbers in their college spans, especially with the amount of passing attempts he gets to throw. So will he make the NFL? Yes. Will he be in the league for a long time? Yes. Is he a legitimate Heisman candidate? No. And this game should just put a total rest on that. He's not a Heisman candidate. He shouldn't have been after he got benched in their arguably most important game to that point that season. I mean, I guess then they played USC, but still, it was a big-time game, and he got benched for an unproven backup. So Luke Falk, Kansas State dead. Washington State's playoff hopes dead. Unlike Clemson, they're still alive. Washington State's dead. They're fighting for a Rose Bowl now. If you're Washington State, you honestly, in a weird way, want UW to beat you in the Rose Bowl so that you have the tiebreaker over USC, who you hope loses one more, so that you can in the Pac-12 championship. In the Apple Cup. Therefore, Washington beats USC in the Pac-12 championship, then you have the tiebreaker against USC, and then you can make a Rose Bowl bid. But that's the best case scenario for the Cougs right now. But being a Coug myself, I'd rather us beat UW. And, I mean, not sure how that worked, but I'm pretty sure UW would end up having that tiebreaker somehow, some way. And, I mean, the Cougs don't have any easier of a schedule coming up. They still have most of their tough games, Stanford, etc., UW coming up. So, by no means is Wazoo out of the woods. In fact, they're still really, really, really in the burnt Northern California woods. But, God, this was just embarrassing. And season's done for the Cougs. If you're a fan of, he won't, but there's a guy you guys should follow. By the way, if you're new to this video, leave it a like. If you're a Coug fan, I understand you're upset right now. You'll probably hit the dislike thumb, but you'll come around. But I would appreciate just hit the subscribe button so you give me another chance. If you don't like my next video, then just unclick it. I mean, it's free. Why not? Otherwise, thanks for tuning in to this video. This goes into a very good parallel to somebody I watch on YouTube. It's College Football Lifer. He does an eliminator video every single week. He won't eliminate the Cougs in the college football playoffs, but he should. He won't, but he does a really cool video every Tuesday where he releases all the teams based on his set of criteria on who are pretty much eliminated from the college football playoff. And he's got a bunch of other great college football videos. So if you really like college football Lifer, I will probably put a link up to his thing right here somewhere on the screen, probably below mine. So hit both of those, go check him out, hit my little logo to subscribe, and then check out, these videos and those videos over there. Otherwise, I want to thank you guys for tuning in twice in one night. And I got an Elite 11 video coming out in the morning tomorrow. So stay tuned for more everydaysportsfans.com videos. And enjoy your Saturday full of college football.